Good afternoon, tight liners, and welcome back to the channel. And for the first time in Anglesey tight lines history, I am not fishing on Anglesey. I'm today fishing in the Conwy estuary on the Deganwy side. So far I've got one rod in, 3 hooks, all baited with peeler crab. I'm going to get another 3 rods sorted in a minute now. And obviously the target species today is flounder, with the outside chance of a bass. Glorious sunshine, fishing the flood, up to high water and then fishing down. Cannot but try. Dewch chi nôl mewn chydig os yna rhywbeth yn digwydd. Right, tight liners, first bait, been in the water now about 10 minutes. I need to just check out what the crab situation is. So I'm going to bring the first one in a minute now. I haven't really paid much attention to it really. Well, 2 of the other rods, I've still got 1 more rod to set up. So right, let's bring this in and let's see if there's anything there. And there's our first flounder of the session, guys. There we go. First flounder. Hang on a minute. I say flounder. Yeah, it is a flounder. Definitely a flounder. Got a bit confused then. I saw some orange spots, but it doesn't mean anything. This... Wee! Come back, you. So anyway, it is a flounder. It's got a square tail, and the fins are not as round as a plaice. Anyway, let's get a picture of it and then we'll get it released. That's a good start. Target species, first cast. No, mewn chydig. Well, tight liners, encouraging start. The other encouraging thing was that the other bait that wasn't taken by the fish had come back. So suggesting that the crab action isn't too bad. Anyway, I know that there's better fish in here because I have caught big flounder in here in the past. I used to love coming fishing here when I was a kid. When I fished with the Bangor Club, this was one of the most eagerly awaited matches of the year because casting distance is taken away from it, and it was a very level playing field. And very often I used to get in the top 3, sometimes even win this match with quite a few flounder and some big ones too. Anyway, let's see if I can get any more, get some bigger ones, and hopefully there'll be a flounder catch and cook. No, mewn chydig. Just having a couple of knocks again on the same rod as before. Just let it develop a little bit. Try and bait this one up again. I have got 3 hooks out there, so there's always a chance of a double or a triple shot.
Having any luck?
I've had 1 small flounder so far. Oh, right. First cast I was, well, I've only been here 2 minutes. So.
That's not bad, is it?
Let's see if it carries on, yeah? wet that one. Nah, a little too eager on that one. No, mewn chydig. Right, tight liners. I haven't seen any more bites, so I'm going to bring the second rod I casted out now in. That's got the rig that I'm trying out with the 3 hooks on the bottom. So on the bottom hook of that one I've got a bigger hook and I put a big soft crab on, just in case there's a bass. I've got 3 hooks on another rod, all with half crabs. And I've got a big softie on another one there as well, just in case there's a bass. Anyway, I'll bring you back. I'll go and see what's happening. No, mewn chydig. Right, so today's bait is peeler crab. This one is already popping and pushing off its shell. Right, so what I do is remove the legs and the claws. And I keep hold of them because they're good topper baits. Then on the bottom side here I just peel off the hard skin, hard shell, and I'm left then with a nice soft crab. I'll cut that in half and then I'll show you how I put it on the hook. Okay, so half a crab, size 2 hook. I go in through the open side and out through the back leg. Then I just turn the hook around, in through the underside and out through the soft shell, and then back in through the soft shell and back to the side there. Now then, I just bind that on a little bit now. Oops. So I just bind the rest, bind it on lightly now. Don't need to go mad with it. Just bind it on so it's a nice, neat little bait. that will fit in a flounder's mouth. There we go. So, in like that. And out of there. And bind it on. Trying to keep as much of the yellow juice in there as much as you can. That will hopefully attract the fish. There we go. So there's a 3-hook flapper ready to go when I bring the next one in. Still no more bites to report. I hope that one fish wasn't a loner, and there are some more here. Well, no bite again still. I'll keep checking the bait every now and then. The peace and quiet I was having has seemed to have gone. The man and his son has just turned up there and started throwing stones in the water. Not good. I wish they'd go away. Surely they get bored in a bit and they'll go away. Anyway, anything happens, os na rhywbeth yn digwydd, fyrch yn ôl. Well, Thailand, there's not a lot happening, to be honest with you. Tide's on his way out well and truly now. So I'm going to give here another 10-15 minutes. If there's no more fish here in that time, I'm going to move on just down a bit further down there, further towards the river side, and see what happens. All I can do now is just keep changing the baits every now and then and see if anything happens. Right, I've decided to make a location change. Nothing's happening here, so I'm going to go around the corner over there, closer to the river itself, and see what's what. Anyway, right, so we've made a location change. So you can see, I'm not sure if you can pick it up, but you can see the current moving over there. And what happens now is swirling around there like that. So I've put it in there, hoping that something there might hold fish. Anyway, os oes rhywbeth, ddoi chi nôl ychydig. Well, tight liners, fishing's incredibly slow today. There's only one thing you can do when it's slow, isn't it? Make yourself a brew. Anyway, we'll give it a bit more time. It's 4:30 now. Not really sure what my wife and my daughter's plans are in town. They said they'd call me when it's time to finish, so I'll continue until then. Still got loads of crab. Still changing it quite often. There's not much more we can do, is there? Anyway, os oes na rhywbeth yn digwydd, ddech yn ôl. Well, still no bites. There's more crabs here though than there was in the first spot. Bait are coming back stripped here. Just after 5 o'clock. Not sure what time low water is. Not even seen any sand in front of me yet. It's been a long time since I've been here, so I can't remember how far out the tide goes before you do see sand. Anyway, I will persevere until I am called to pack up. Normal chydig. Right, liners, so I've decided that I'm getting grabbed out here, so I'm going to go back to the original place where I was before, because now I can see the sand in front. I don't know, I just got a feeling. Let's see if that's true. Normal chydig. Right, so I've made the move back opposite where I was earlier. Tide's still going out. The run of the tide is quite fast now actually, so I don't think I'm going to have much time, because I think it'll be time to leave. Not seen any bites as yet. I had to give this place a try. I think I've given it a fair go. I've tried 2 locations. I suppose I could have gone even further in the river. Gone for really small flounders and in numbers, but I would prefer to stay over this end where I know I can get a bigger flounder and hope for one that I can take home for a catch and cook. Anyway, I still haven't heard anything from Mrs. Perry, so I will wait for the call. Well, Tightliners, I've just had the phone call from my daughter. They're on the way from Llandudno, so I've got about 15 minutes at most. So I'm going to start packing things up and winding this session up. Well, that is the end of the session. So it's happened. First cast, one fish, and nothing then for the rest of the day. Anyway, it's been fun. It's always nice to be out, doesn't matter if we're catching fish or not. Anyway, until the next time, keep your lines tight.